Welcome to Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? We are talking about cold versus the flu.
So what is the flu, Caleb?
The flu is a symptom that can make you feel quite ill for a few days to weeks. The flu can also result in serious health problems such as pneumonia and hospitalization.
That's true. Lester, what's a cold?
A cold is a more mild respiratory illness than the flu. Cold symptoms can make you feel bad for a few days and last about a week.
So symptoms, the boys are going to hold up their signs if the symptom is for colds or if the symptom is for the flu. All right, how about a fever? That's right, the flu can give you a high fever lasting 3 to 4 days. Sometimes you get a mild fever with the cold. Headache. Yes, very common with the flu. Sometimes you can occasionally get a headache with the cold, but it's mostly the flu. How about general aches and pains? Yes, very common, often severe with the flu, and it could last after the initial illness gets diagnosed. Sometimes you could get slight aches and pains with a cold. Fatigue or weakness. Yes, with the flu, and it can last 2 to 3 weeks, and sometimes with a cold. What about a stuffy nose? Yes, very common with a cold, sometimes with the flu. How about sneezing? Yes, with the cold. Sore throat? Yeah, very common with the cold, sometimes with the flu. Chest discomfort or cough? Very common with the flu, sometimes mild with a cold. So complications of the flu and colds can be sinus congestion, ear infection. With the flu you can get bronchitis and, like Caleb said, pneumonia, and ear infection with both. Alrighty, true or false? This is for you, Lester. Cold symptoms usually last a week. During the first 3 days, you are contagious.
True.
That is true. Alrighty, Caleb, this is for you. True or false? Several hundred different viruses may cause cold symptoms.
True.
That is true. And again, Caleb, the flu viruses are type A, type B, or type C, with over 30 subtypes in each category. Is that true or false?
It is true.
That is true. So how do we prevent getting colds and flu? How about you, Lester? How do you prevent getting a cold?
Wash your hands often. Avoid close contact with anyone with a bad cold.
And how about you, Lester? How do you prevent getting the flu?
He's Caleb.
Caleb.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Get your yearly flu shot. Avoid close contact with anyone with the flu symptoms.
Very true. So when do you call a doctor? You call a doctor with a fever lasting more than 3 days, painful swallowing, persistent coughing, and persistent congestion and headaches.
Oh yeah. Join us again for another Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Grade Health Edition. Oh, bye.
Bye.
Bye.